My name is Richie. I am a business representative for operating engineers. Well, in the beginning, I did do a little bit of research and his name kept popping up. So I went in and of course I was a little nervous, but they made me feel at home and they were very friendly. Finally got in the seat, got a couple shots, pinched a little bit, but in all honesty, I didn't feel anything at all. Even after I was healing, I didn't take one pain pill. I was pretty surprised. The whole treatment, everything was so friendly. It was nice. I did have one thing pop up. What happened was I did crack my first temporaries. I was panicking. I called them. They gave me an appointment that same day. And before I even got there, they started working on my new set. So what you see right now are temporaries. The confidence level has risen. I believe that wholeheartedly. Every day I have somebody that knows me and says, hey, what's different about you? You look brand new. So I go through the whole process and telling them what happened, and they're pretty amazed that it looks natural. The doctor was really friendly. He's really nice. He remembers you and he reaches out and shakes your hand, and it's like you've known him the whole time. And it's really good because I felt comfortable from day one. So I did do research before I went to this office, and his name kept popping up. So I even looked on his Instagram, and it also showed other people with the same kind of experience, and it's true. He is very top quality. There was no struggle whatsoever of me contemplating whether I was going to use his services or not. I was sold the day that I kept doing research and his name kept popping up. I had no pain whatsoever during the whole process. The only thing that I felt was 2 little pinches in my gums with the Novocaine, and after that, pain-free. So I had a friend give me a ride. She said, if you want me to stay, I knew it was going to be a 5-hour procedure. I got called in, I sat down, and about 20 minutes later, they gave me my first shot. Then they started to go to work. I sat there probably at hour 4, wondering what was going on, and they came in, asked me how I was doing. It was all a good experience. No pain whatsoever. There were times where when I had my partial, I would battle of being able to keep it in with the type of food that I was eating. Well, now I don't have to worry about that, and my food actually tastes better. So every morning I look in the mirror, I give myself a smile, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I wanted. Doctor listened to me every single word, and he guided me, let me know what was gonna happen. He did say that I was gonna need a ride home, but as I went home, like I said, I had no pain, so I could have drove myself, but they suggested not to, so I listened to them. So when I used to eat, I'd have to pull the partials out, clean the top of it, rinse my mouth out. Well, now I don't even have to pull anything out. It's just straight rinse. Each time it just feels clean. They say there's something different about you. What is it? Your smile. Why does your smile look so bright? So I tell them I got a new smile. So even at the end of the day, when I would get home, about an hour later, I'd get a phone call from his staff and they'd say, hey, are you doing all right? Is there anything that you need? Each day I kind of felt like I was being taken care of, even in a long distance. He's such a gentle person. I can't believe how nice he is, how much confidence he gives me of how everything's going to be just fine. And he was right. Everything was just fine. So part of my job is I have to do presentations in front of moms, dads, kids in order to get into the apprenticeship. Being that I have a brand new smile, I feel confident and I feel on that next level. While I was doing my research, I wanted something close by. I wanted something that had good reviews on companies that offered what I was looking for. So I did notice that they had 2 locations, one near my house and one between my house and work. So I chose the one that was next to work, and it was perfect. So anytime I would go home or if anything was happening, I knew that I can, with confidence, go to a location that I would be taken care of by the doctor. So one of the things that I always watched out for and asked the doctor about is there was a certain way that my teeth were shaped, and one side was flatter than the other side was kind of roundish. So I always had this one tooth that was sticking out, and I asked him, I said, hey, am I going to have a regular smile smile and he's like, I'll take care of you. And I said, all right, that sounds good, right? But if you would have met me 6 months ago, I would not be smiling as much as I am now. So now I do feel like I have that spunk back, that I have that youth where now I don't feel beat up and torn down. The lady that called me from my seat from the waiting room, she was so nice. She said, hey, is there anything you want? Do you need some mouthwash? Let's do this. Here, let's take you into this room. I'll look you over. Let's go from there. And she made me feel comfortable, like I didn't have to put on a front. You know, she was there to do her job. She was there to take care of me.